sis? How you doing? Welcome to Lunch and Learn with Lynn. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Happy Wednesday. Today is January 12th, 2022. And we are here to, of course, take a moment during your lunch for those who are my wonderful parallelpreneurs during your lunchtime to, you got to eat, of course, but I know y'all sneak in work during, work business stuff during lunch. So let's learn a couple of strategies while we're at it. Why not? Right. So for those who don't know me, my name is Lynn Harris. I'm the founder of WOMB, Women-Owned Minority Businesses. And today we're going to be focusing on referrals. And so if you've been joining me this week, this is a new platform for 2022, and Monday through Thursday at 12 o'clock, I'll be going live with different focuses based on what we are all about in WOMB. And of course, in WOMB, we're all about networking and connecting and collaborating and building partnerships and peer promotion and self-promotion, all that fun stuff, right? So today we're going to be focusing on referrals, and usually that'll be Wednesday. So if you know you don't do great with getting or giving referrals, then you want to make sure that you tune in with me on Wednesdays, all right? So today, and hey, Angela, how you doing, sis? Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to talk about Facebook intros. Okay. So, and I got this. This is not Lynn Harris original. This is just a really good strategy when it comes to giving referrals and making introductions. And I actually learned this particular strategy from Mr. LinkedIn himself, the LinkedIn locksmith, YB Rob Youngblood, here in the Richmond, Virginia area. Absolutely extraordinary entrepreneur. If you need anything when it comes to LinkedIn, he is definitely your go-to guy. And he's actually one of our speakers at our Synergy Summit that's coming up on March 5th. So, but what he taught me is, when you are making a referral. So when someone says to me, hey, Maya, I'm looking for someone who is a virtual assistant, okay? And we have a ton of virtual assistants in our network, and they all, some of them specialize in different things. So always ask a couple of questions. But when you're making that introduction, it's different than to say, hey, look up this person, or, here's their website, or here's their link. That's fine, all right? But the best way to introduce someone to another business owner is to do a warm introduction. And a warm introduction is where you are literally facilitating the introduction as if you were in person. So imagine you're like at, a networking event, and you're with a friend, and they're looking for someone in particular, or, with some type of skill set. And you're like, oh, hey, so-and-so is here. Oh, let me bring them over here. And then you introduce them in, but you're there. All right. Same concept, except this is what we do using Facebook. So I like to call it the Facebook intro. And what you need to do, first of all, is make sure that you contact the person that you're introducing your friend to. So I always make sure I make that contact first. And so since I'm using Rob's strategy here, I'm going to use Rob as my example. Okay, so let's say let's see who's watching. Angela's watching. Angela Clemens down in Raleigh, North Carolina. She's our Circle chapter leader down in Raleigh. So let's say Angela says, hey, Maya, I'm really looking for support in LinkedIn. I really feel like that's going to be a platform I want to use this year. Do you know anybody who can help me with LinkedIn? And I'm like, abso-freaking-lutely, right? And so I know that when Angela asked me that, I'm going to introduce her to YB. And I know that because as far as I'm concerned, YB is the best in the business when it comes to LinkedIn. And so you're making referrals to people that you trust. And there's nothing more powerful than a personal recommendation. That's why when you want to take a trip or something, you want to see the comments, you want to see what people, the reviews, right? You want to see what people actually said, because it's one thing for a company to say they're awesome. It's another thing for other people to say, hey, no, I've used this service. Hey, I've worked with this person. They are awesome, stellar. You got to use them, right? So, okay, so Angela is looking for someone to help her with LinkedIn, and I know the LinkedIn locksmith. So the first thing I'm going to do is reach out to YB. Say, hey, YB, how you doing, bruh? VUU for life. We're, Virginia Union alum, all right? And I'm going to say, hey, look, I have a colleague who is looking for support in LinkedIn. Her name is Angela. Is it okay that I connect you? So the reason why I ask first, he might be dealing with something. He might be on vacation. He might be dealing with a personal emergency. And so I always ask for permission first to make the introduction, to make sure that they are, available and clear to be able to respond to this person within a reasonable amount of time. Okay. And so he might say, yeah, Mike, go ahead and, introduce us. And now I know Rob, he's going to say, give me the sort of Facebook intro or LinkedIn intro. He does those too. But so he'll give me permission. He also might say, hey, you know what? I am swamped this week. I'm about to go on tour. He does that. I'm about to go on tour. I have all these cities I'm about to hit. So definitely introduce me to her, but let her know that give me a little bit of time to connect. So we're setting up the introduction. We want to make sure that we're setting the expectations, and this, I know what to say to this, to Angela, okay, when it comes to being able to connect with YB. So I would say to Angela then, I said, okay, you know what, let's go ahead and connect. You're going to give him a little bit of time. He's about to go on tour. So, give him a day or so to reply, but we're going to do a Facebook intro. And all I'm going to do on Facebook is open up a chat, and I'm adding both of them to the chat. I'm going to add both of them to that chat. All right. And all I'm going to say is, hey, first I'm going to say, hey, Angela, hey, YB, I want to take a minute to introduce the two of you. All right. And then I'll say, Angela, this is Robert YB Youngblood. He's the LinkedIn locksmith. He is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to supporting business owners and helping them use LinkedIn to grow their business. He's definitely the person that you should, work with, or at least, have a consult with when it comes to improving your experience on LinkedIn. All right. Then I'm also going to say, hey, YB, this is Angela. She is one of our Circle chapter leaders in Raleigh. She's an absolute rock star, and she is running her. She has a business in school uniforms, and she also is the queen when it comes to Color Street nails, and she's looking to up her game in LinkedIn. So I'm putting in the chat. I'm introducing them. But I'm also giving I'm warming them up. I'm just really talking about how great they are. This is, trust this person. This is somebody I really want you to work with. This is a great client. This is this is a great service provider. And then I'm going to end it with, if there's anything else you need for me to do to facilitate this connection, please let me know. All right. And I stay in the chat until they both respond. And so Angela might say, hey, Rob, so glad to meet you. Looking forward to, talking to you. And YB might come in and say, hey, Angela, as Maya told you, I'm about to head out of town, but I'm definitely looking forward to connecting with you. Here's my calendar link. Jump on it and let's go ahead and set up a chance for us to talk. Right. Then I give them a smiley face or a thumbs up or a heart, and I leave the chat. You can, if you set up a chat between you and a couple other people, you can leave the chat and let them continue the conversation. There's no need for me to be in the conversation anymore because they've made the connection. All right. They've connected, they've made the connection, and now I'm leaving the conversation. It is such an amazingly powerful way to introduce your network to someone else in your network, right? You are saying, I trust this. I trust this person enough that I'm going to give you a personal introduction. All right. And I'm telling the person I'm thinking, that's the service provider, or the business owner, the product provider, I'm going to say, hey, this is a plus client, potential client. Please take care of her. Okay. So the other piece of that is, now that I've made this introduction, it's important for both people to hold up their end of the bargain, because now my reputation is also on the line, right? If for whatever reason YB turned out to just be terrible, Angela would be like, girl, why did you recommend him to me? Oh, he was, no, I can't work with him, right? And if Angela turned out to be a crazy client, YB were like, Maya, don't send folks to me who are crazy. So that puts my reputation on the line. So I'm going to make sure I follow up with both of them. Hey, Angela, have you spoken to YB yet? Yep, I sent out the calendar link and we're talking next week. Great. Hey, YB, did you get a chance to talk to Angela yet? Yep, we made the introduction. Great. Look. And then I might wait a couple of weeks and follow up one more time. Hey, how did it go? Hey, Rob, how did it go with Angela? Oh, she's awesome. Blah, blah, blah. Angela, hey, Angela, how did it go with YB? Oh, girl, he's got me straight on LinkedIn. Okay. And so you want to follow up again, because it's your reputation on the line. Now I'm building relationships with both people. I'm doing, I'm at the top of their list with both people. Why? Because I've created value. I didn't ask for anything. There was no fee that was being charged. Okay. None of that. But when you are creating that value, guess who they're going to think of when someone is looking for what I do? Oh, yeah, Maya's always hooking me up with referrals. Let me connect you to my girl Maya, right? Or Rob might have a client that's a Black business owner, Black female business owner. He's going to say, don't forget, I need you to hook up with my girl Maya, though. And he's done it. Like we've done this over the years. Okay. So not only are you facilitating this connection between these two people, but now you are also creating that value that adds to that relationship, right? This is how we build relationships in business. It's not just about getting that one sale. I promise you, I'll give you another person I can I'll give you an example for, because I talk about her all the time. My girl, Nicole Reed, she's actually one of our sponsors. So if you watch at the end of our video, you'll see Nicole Reed Real Estate as one of our sponsors. And Nicole and I have been friends for years, and she's been very active in the communities that I've built over the years. And so she's definitely one of those business owners that she's a go-to for me. But she also found the house for me. This house that we lived in. When my parents moved to Virginia, we needed a family house. We needed a house that could accommodate everybody. She found this house for me. All right. And just because of the relationships that we've built together, her follow-up game is strong, right? We have such a great relationship when it comes to business. I have a lot of friends who are real estate agents. I do, right? But 9 times out of 10, because of the relationship Nicole and I have built, I'm going to refer Nicole, right? And I'm going to do that same type of introduction that I just showed you with YB. But she also has introduced people to this organization because of the relationship that we have. And so we started with Monday. When we talk about networking, it's all about just meeting, getting to know more, getting to meet more people, while connecting is to learn more about the people that you're meeting. So now we're at the point where you're building referrals. Now you're adding the value to the relationship. So it's not just about, hey, I'm trying to get this person to be my customer, this person. If you have a relationship that you've built with someone, that now you have a referral relationship with them, that's a whole network of people that you don't even have to worry about, because that person is bringing their network to you. That's more powerful than any ad that you can imagine. And so when you're making these connections with folks, don't immediately think of, okay, what can you buy from me, right? What introductions can you make? Who are you looking for? If you notice when you join our network, one of the first things we ask is, what's a connection that you're looking for? Who are you looking to connect with? And so we try to, and we don't do it all the time because, some folks, we just don't know yet. But we try to make those connections between our new people who are coming into our network and, the people that we already know, because it's all about building that relationship. So when the time comes to make that sale, it's an easier decision because this person now knows, likes, and trusts you. And that's how we do business. So I hope this helps. I want you tonight. Now, this is not something that you can absolutely immediately do. All right. This is not something you can absolutely, I usually have the daily challenges. But if you have the opportunity today, great. If you don't, that's okay. If you're in our network, I don't know if I can show this to you. If you're in our network, anytime that we welcome new people to the network, we say, hey, what's one connection that you need? But we also have, and I'm actually going to show this to you if I can get it to pull up on my computer here. We also have a thread in our Womb network about connections, so we have the January connection thread. All right. So I'm going to look up actually I'm going to share my screen while I'm doing this so you know exactly what to do to find this thread. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. Chrome tab. All right. Excuse my singing and scatting. All right. So this is the Womb network. This is such a great community of women. All right, so you're going to go to the search here, and I want you to type in hashtag network thread. All right. So network thread in our group is, where people who are not necessarily tribe members yet, but they are in our network group can post. You have to be a member of the tribe. You got to be a triber to just open posts. And so for those of you who send ads and stuff for us to post, and you're like, why aren't y'all posting? You got to be a member to have an open post, just to be able to do a standalone post. But we do have threads that you can post in if you're not a member. So this is an example. So you'll see a hashtag network thread. So these are connections. So if you are watching this today, we don't have that many on here for January. I don't think we have, maybe one. Oh yeah, no, maybe one. All right. So we're going to, whatever the comments are, you can go there, or you can go to our new members threads as well and look for, what are people looking for? What connections are they looking for? And if you know someone, so that's our connections thread. All right. Oh, there's our lunch and learn. All of our networks thread. This is our help thread. I just put that up today. Let's see. Now let's look at new connections as well. So you're searching new connections. This is why we use hashtags, guys. This is the purpose of hashtags. And so that folks can find specific types of posts in your social media group. That's the purpose of a hashtag, for those who know, who just thought hashtags were just cute things to add. All right. So for new connections, and you just go to so this is one right here, a new connection thread there. And let's see if we get a bunch of people that say welcome and things like that. But we also get our new members. Let's see if we got anybody who posted a connection that they were looking for, if Facebook lets me open this. Uh-oh, I think it did, and I closed it. It's annoying. Oh, here we go. Okay. So here's Aisha, right? And Regina. Let's see if I'm looking for folks who looked for or asked for a specific connection. Oh, we were shouting out Regina because I'm from Connecticut. All right. Let's see who else. Got lots of welcome. Got a lot of thank yous. So Detrice, she's from Charlotte, but she lives in Atlanta. She has an online hemp store. She's a notary and a life coach. And her husband own a trucking business, and she's looking for a connection for marketing. So if you're in our group and you're a marketing coach, or you have some type of, you may be doing social media marketing, what you would do is, oh, okay, Detrice, you would reply to her, hey, Detrice, my name is so-and-so, and I am a marketing coach. If you'd like some information, inbox me, or here's my link or something like that. We're trying to provide opportunities for you to be able to connect with each other. So anytime that you see welcome to our new connections, that's why they're called connections. Anytime you see that on our, and usually we post that every day, if not every other day. Anytime you see that, just look at the thread, and there are potential clients in there. There are potential referral opportunities in there. And so you want to make sure you check that out, because there's folks that you're actually able to connect with, or maybe there's someone that's in that thread that someone who's in marketing, like Latrice might need. So give yourself the opportunity to make that connection. We always want to make sure we are facilitating the connections in that group. Okay. So your job is, make a connection and do a Facebook introduction. So the next time someone says, hey, do you know, it doesn't even have to be womb related. Hey, do you know someone, I'm looking to get box braids done. Do you know someone who can do box braids, and a stylist that can do box braids? Do a Facebook introduction, right? Do those, it really leaves a great impression for both the person that's getting the introduction and the person that is receiving that wants the introduction. Okay. All right, ladies. So I hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Hope to see you tomorrow at 12. We're going to be talking about collaborations. I cannot wait. Y'all know that's my favorite. That's my favorite. All right. In the meantime, of course, there's nothing more powerful than the Council of Women. So grab your girlfriend, make some Facebook introductions, and start adding value to the relationships that you're building in business. And I will see y'all tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Have a great day.